Hi, it's Candy with The Art of Planning, where we plan pretty, on purpose, and powerful. And let me just apologize right now for the puppy who's upstairs barking. I don't know what is going on, but he is having a little bit of a fit this morning, off and on. So you're probably going to hear him barking in the background. And the other thing I want to be sure and mention is we are having problems replying to your comments. I don't know, something's going on with YouTube. So now please don't quit leaving comments. I think I've gotten just about everybody replied to. I have figured out a way to go kind of through the back door and leave replies to comments. First of all, it took me a while to figure out how to do that, but I do think I've got everybody covered on replying, and I love to read your comments. I want you to comment. I love to hear what you have to say. You guys have suggestions. You feed off each other, and I like to hear what you say. So please don't quit leaving comments, and if I've missed somebody, I so apologize. So like I said, I don't know what's going on, but maybe they'll get it figured out. Okay, so today we're going to do the first one of a monthly series that we're going to do, and I'm going to call it a few of my faves. So like a few of my favorite things, and I'm just going to share with you things that I have enjoyed during the past month, things that have been my favorite things, new things that I found, or maybe they're not new. Maybe they're things that I wish I had known about when I had started planning, playing, doing things in maybe traveler's notebooks, just good old basic supplies that took me a while to find and figure out. So a couple of them I'm going to go over real quickly because you know that they're my faves. But if you're new, maybe you don't. So I'm going to go over several of them quickly, and then you guys, the past few videos, you've been able to see my timer. I will try to get that out of the shot so you're not watching the timing on my videos. Okay, so you guys know my planner, the planner of my choice, and it's just because this is what I know I like and I can use, is the Franklin planner. I like the day on 2 pages. That's just what I like. That does not mean that you have to like it, but that is definitely my favorite. I like a leather planner, and you know what? I'm going to like a leather one because this is what I know I like, and I'm going to use it, and I'm going to wear out a leather. I'm not going to have 10 or 20 of these. Now, you guys, if you have 10 or 20 of them, I'm not saying that's a bad thing. I have to watch what I say, don't I? I hope by now you know that I have kind of a flippant type of humor, kind of dry and sarcastic, and I hope that you know that, because sometimes I say things. I said something the other day to my precious son-in-law that I adore him, and I did kind of go back and apologize because I thought, you know, that can be taken a couple of different ways, so I need to learn to think about what I say before I say it. So I'm going to like a leather planner for sure. Now this is the one that I've had for probably a year, maybe a little over a year. I love this. I'm going to change dashboards in it. I do not decorate pages, blah blah. That would be too much for my eye and my mind to comprehend, because this is my daily foundational planner. Okay, now this is also my newest one. This is Kenzie Goldenrod. Yep, I had to go write it down. The name of this does not matter at all to me. What matters is I like it, and it's the one that I'm going to use pretty much daily. I'll go back and forth probably. So I did have to go write it down. Names of these things are not all that important. The important thing is I love them, I like the color, all that stuff. This is my newest one, and I did show this in a recent video, and this is the Giada in the Wild Lavender. And I did put 3 months. These are the new pages I'll be using in January of 2017. I'm going to put the last 3 months of the quarter in here, and I will be using this for my holiday binder. I do an untraditional holiday layout in my binder, and I've got everything ordered for it, and it's gorgeous, and I can't wait for it to get here. So this is the one that I'll be putting the decorative type of dashboard in, and I'll be making it all pretty for holiday. It's just not going to be red and green and white. We just don't do traditional in that sense around here. We are very traditional in our Christmas, but I don't do I do not do, boy, that about came out wrong. I don't do traditional decorating in my planner. We don't do the traditional colors in our home, but we're very traditional in our beliefs and all that. So, okay, so those are those. Now, I wanted to show you something else also, because I've had just a few questions about that. The Traveler's Notebook option. You know what? Think it's a great option. If you want to explore that, feel free to. I have gotten into that a little bit lately just because it's fun and it's real popular and people are doing it. This is my Chic Sparrow, and I love it. It's a great one. It is, I'm just starting in this area, guys. So this is my Daisy Dory, my Cocoa Daisy Dory, and I will start that in October. And I love this. I get this on a subscription service. Guys, if I can get it all figured out, yes, I will try to leave links. I watch endless hours of videos on how to leave links, and they all show something different, and I'm just kind of swimming in that. I will get it figured out, I promise. But you know what? Before, like a couple of years ago when I first started watching YouTube, honestly, I sat there with a pad and a pencil or a pen, and I took copious notes. So if I don't get it figured out in time to get this video up, there's a pen and a piece of paper or whatever, and that'll work for you too. So Daisy Dory, Cocoa Daisy, and they have a subscription for just the Cocoa Daisy Dory. They have other subscriptions you can look at. I've got this loaded with some other options also. But again, this is a leather. The Chic Sparrow is an incredible website, and they've got wonderful things. Again, leather, wonderful, nice. But you know what, guys? I started with this one. It's from Websters Pages. It is simulated. They've got all sorts of different options. I started with this one because I didn't want to make this kind of investment initially until I knew if I liked the Traveler's Notebook option. So Websters Pages, they've got this. They've got it in lots of fun things. They have the little Traveler's Notebook inserts too, and I have to tell you, these are pretty good. This is pretty good stuff. That I liked working with these pages and with this paper. So this, I think this is pretty good. Now again, I don't know all that much about it, so maybe as compared to a lot of the other ones, people had different opinions about this paper, but I thought it was pretty good stuff. So you actually buy the notebooks in a set of 2, so you get 2 different designs. So, you know, you can look at that too. So that's Webster's Pages. And again, I started with this. This is what I started with when I was looking at Traveler's Notebooks, because it was a nice, reasonable option to checking it out, seeing if I would do it, seeing if I like the format, blah, blah, blah. So that is an option with Traveler's Notebooks, and I wanted to talk to you about those. I do like them. I'm interested in them. I wanted to give you that kind of an overview also on that. Okay, now here are a few of my favorite things in the realm of supplies. Okay, because heavenly days, I went through a lot of supplies, spent a lot of money. I'm going to get you a background you can see some of these things on. Spent a lot of money before I figured out some of the good things I needed to be doing. We're going to be, here's my turquoise Yeti. Yes, you see that in every video. Keep your fingers crossed that we don't break out into a coughing spell. I've had the flu all week, and that's why you guys haven't, well, I haven't done another video. Okay, where we are on this is some of my favorite tools and supplies. This is a 6-inch metal ruler. Came from Amazon. You can Google, you can go into Amazon, you can put this in the search bar, you can find it. I've had numbers of these because I lose stuff. I hate to admit that I lose stuff. At any given time, I will have at least 2 of this 6-inch metal ruler with cork back, so it doesn't slip on the surface of your paper as you are measuring things or as you are cutting them or whatever. So this has been invaluable. And I've got one in my travel bag. I've got one in like my back and forth bag. I have several of these, so they're really inexpensive. So, and I love that. Now, just the other day, probably just this week, I got me one of these little tea rulers also, and I did get this off of Amazon. I actually got more than one of them. They are very affordable also, and I thought, why have I not had one of these for years? So I love, that's hard to see, isn't it? I love this little tea ruler also. That's something I wish I had known I should have had also. The other thing is, these are Fatima scissors, Fatima, yes, off of Amazon also. I watched a video from the Reset Girl, and she had these incredible scissors. You can hear them cut, and they are just amazing, and they're heavy duty, and they cut well. So after, again, countless scissors, because I didn't know what to order, I finally ordered these after watching that video, and they are wonderful. Now, earlier this week, some of the other little cheap scissors that I had ordered, they just were shot and they wouldn't work any well, and I thought, okay, let's order a backup. And when I went to Amazon, Fatima had the silver handled scissors too, and I thought, well, how about for the backup, let's get a silver set, so I will know which ones are older and I'll know which ones are newer, and so I will just know, I thought that would be a good idea. So I got me a backup set in the silver. Fatima scissors, Fatima scissors on Amazon. Okay. Another thing that I think is really, really priceless, I'm not going to get near as far as I thought, and I'm trying to talk fast, is a 1-inch punch. Now, I had lots of punches, and I had to keep ordering punches until I thought that I had the right one. I ordered fun punches, but I just as soon not have 25 punches, so I just didn't know which one to order. So now this, I have showed you this, and this is a really good one. I hadn't seen this one, nobody had talked about it. So on the front it looks like this. Yes, I've showed you this in another one. I don't know if everybody's seen it. So on the front it looks like this. Okay, now when you take it and you punch it like this, a little bit easier to see right there, then you get all of these little circles. See? Now, why not with one punch get all those assorted sizes circles? Oh my gosh. Is that not too cool? And you can layer them, or if you're using double-sided paper, and that's another hint. Oh my gosh, I have so many single-sided papers up there. Ridiculous. I didn't know I should be looking for double-sided paper. I would say never, ever, ever. For me, I'm not ever going to buy paper that's just single-sided. Why? Okay? So, and I love this punch so much because you get, look at all those sizes of circles. And with double-sided paper, you get the circles on this side or on that side, and you can layer them and you can do all that wonderful stuff. Okay, so I love, 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 love that. I can already see we're going to have to do 2 of this one, aren't we? Okay, and then look at this. So I think probably a 1-inch stamp is wonderful. I pulled out 1.25 inches because there are lots of papers you can find that have circles on them, and either a 1 or a 1 1/4. Okay, this has a lock on it. You slide it that way to unlock it, and then look at this. If you go over here and you can see what you're doing, you can put that right there, and you can punch that out, and it falls off the table. Or you can go ahead and you can go right here, and we're going to punch out we're going to punch out that. Okay, and with double-sided paper, you can use it that side, or you can use it that side. Now I'm going to take the inch, and we're going to put it over there. And you've got, so I think, I mean, if you're going to do, if you want to stamp, no, if you want to punch, yay, I caught it. If you want to punch, I think the best size to start with is a 1 inch or a 1.5. Now, I pulled the scallops here. I have them that are just round also, okay? Now, I want to show you one more thing. Woohoo! Because somebody did this the other day, and I thought, I've never thought of that. I have just never thought of that, which I think is so crazy. Okay, let's take this one here too. Now, we're going to take, okay, this we did, I don't know what size punch that is though, because we did it crazy. Okay, so we're going to take this paper, and we're going to use this punch on it. I don't want it flying all over the place. Okay, and now we're going to go in there halfway, and we're going to punch it halfway. Okay, and probably everybody knows this but me. And now you can put half of it over here. You just match it up where it fits, and then you paste it over, and you have one of those cute little stamps that you can write on half of it, and the other part can be decorative. I never knew that that's how you could do those punches. I've been saying stamps, haven't I? Okay, I apologize. So that's how you can do your punches. Okay, we are about to run out of time. I know we're going to have to do another one, so I'm going to wind this up really quickly. I'm going to say I appreciate you guys watching so much. We will go into a part 2 of this. I have some other favorites to share. Thumbs up, please. Subscribe, please. I appreciate you guys so much. You know that. Leave any comments that you want to, need to, and we'll see you soon. Thanks. Bye.